Hey everyone, welcome to Monday morning, the start of a new week. Hopefully everyone has a great start to their new week and has a great week after here. It's pretty rainy here today. It's better than the snow we have been getting for the last few days. So I'll take this rain over the snow that we've had. Not quite ready for the snow yet. However, we are just 2 days out from our kiddos leaving. It's Monday, they're leaving on Wednesday. The baby's leaving in the morning, and the little boy's leaving in the afternoon. My emotions in this process are still fairly in check. Like I said, I'm kind of just taking this one day at a time, just enjoying my last couple days with them. I did have a bit of an emotional time at church yesterday. Usually the kids all just go down for Sunday school. However, because it was the baby's last time, oh, pardon me, I had a piece of hair sticking out there. Because it was the baby's last time with us at church, I decided to bring her with us and not take her down to the nursery. And she was very happy and boisterous. Eventually I did have to take her down there, but there was that one point when we were singing that she was just very cuddly, and she was like resting her head up here on my shoulder and giving me kisses, and that just kind of brought some tears to my eyes, thinking that this is the last time that we're going to be doing this with her. And so I was a little bit emotional then, but just kind of as the tears started coming, she put her head up and looked at me and just started like her weird laugh that she does. And it's kind of like a kind of laugh. And so that kind of just distracted me away from the tears at this point. So all of that is going on in our house right now. Like I'd said in a previous video, I want to make a video about what I'm packing for the kids, and so that's what this video is about. I have almost everything packed and ready to go, so here's everything that I have packed for them and what I plan on sending for them.
This time when we got the kiddos, our department had these bags that they had given when they were removed, these blue duffel bags. Normally when we get kiddos, we don't get these. So this must be something new or something that someone donated to the department. But basically they each got one, and then we got another one that we had gotten when our coordinator came for her initial home visit, and she had brought a whole bunch of diapers and things like that from the department as well. So we had gotten another one of these duffel bags. If I don't end up using it for these kiddos when they leave, which I think I will end up using it, I will save it for our next placement. But these are just really nice, great little duffel bags. No kid should ever have to leave a home with all their belongings in a trash bag or anything like that. So basically all I've packed so far are just some of, these are the baby's things. So some of her sweatshirts and clothes that I don't necessarily need right now. I've just kind of kept out about a week's worth of clothing and just have put the rest of it all in here. For her, because she is going somewhere to a family member that hasn't had a baby in their home in a long time, doesn't have a lot of things, I already have packed up all of her toys. that are her specific toys, and sent those over there. I've already sent a bunch of her clothes over there, blankets, and all of those types of things I have already sent. So basically all I have left to pack up for her is her remaining clothes that are here, whatever baby food and formula we have left when she leaves, and then I have one other toy that is hers to send with. But basically a lot of her stuff has already been sent over there for her to have there. So that's basically all I have left to pack for her. We also got these backpacks where I live. When you adopt a kiddo through the foster care program, our adoption permanency support group partners with Jockey, and they give the kids these backpacks. All the kids in the home get these backpacks with their initials monogrammed into them, and then inside it came with a huge tie blanket, a book, a toothbrush, toothpaste, crayons, and I can't remember what else, but this backpack was basically full. So both of our foster kiddos and our adopted kiddo got one, as well as my stepson. So they're gonna have these backpacks, and then I just have the remaining bedding in here that I didn't send. That is her bedding. For the next week and a half or week while they're here, we'll just use some of our bedding that we keep here, and then the rest of the stuff we'll send with her. We don't always send bedding with the kiddos. However, we don't really ever have little girls, so this is the first little girl we've had in several years. So I am choosing to send her crib bedding. Also, because she's going with a family member who doesn't have a lot of these things there and would have to go out and purchase everything brand new, or rummage sales, or however they chose to do it. I am sending a lot more stuff with her than I probably normally would. So that's just what I have packed for her. Like I said, a lot of her stuff has already gone to that family member's house. And then our other kiddo has his backpack too. This is his blanket that he came into care with. And so I washed it up and I put it in here. He was super attached to it for a while, but he's not so much anymore. So I just packed it away already, just so that I can make sure that it is clean for when he needs to leave. And then I do have a few clothing things in here that belong to the family member who is taking him. So I just stuck those in there too, so that they would be all ready to go. And then in his bag, I just have some sweatshirts and a couple shirts in here so far. Again, this will be all of his clothing, and that stuff will all go in here as well. Also, we have a sheet set for his bed, which the home he's going to has the same size bed as he does. And I will send that sheet set with him. And the only reason I'm sending his with is because it is a cartoon character that he especially loves, and I really would have no use for it here because it's not a character that my adopted son loves, so I wouldn't necessarily use it on his bedding. It's just what he picked out and what he loves, so that will also be going with him, and that is currently in the laundry right now. So again, for the last week or so that they're here, he will just use some of our backup bedding on his bed so that everything is cleaned and washed and ready to go. All right, so then I have diaper boxes. I have been saving diaper boxes. I generally save them. Sometimes I'll cut them down and then tape them back together because these work really well for me to send toys, things like, so this box has all of his summer clothes in it. So his shorts, t-shirts, sandals that will probably still fit him the next summer. So everything is in this box, and I just put it in the diaper box because then it's really easy for wherever he's going, for them to just store it away. This box is full of toys. There are toys that are his toys. There are toys that were our toys originally that he just really loves more than our adopted son, so I put those toys in here. We have like this remote control car. That when we had bought them, we bought two of them, one for each of the boys. There's some of his favorite stories in here, and I have a few other stories that are still in the bedroom that he still reads every night that I need to put in here. He has this Elmo. This is his Elmo, and I actually took Elmo away not too long ago because I just couldn't listen to Elmo anymore. And so I had taken him away just for a while because I just needed a break from Elmo. And then he never asked to have him back. So that is why he's in this box. If he were to ask for him back or ask where Elmo was, I would get him out and give him back to him, but he just hasn't. We have this other dog that sings and claps his hands that he really loves. He has some of these cars in here. My adopted son has tons of these cars, and our foster son just was kind of attracted to them as well, so we had gotten him a few that were his own cars. What else is in here? This box has some blocks and stuff in it. We had a huge overabundance of blocks, so I just took this box from some toys that my adopted son had gotten for his birthday, and then I used the box to put blocks in so that they weren't all over the place. We have some Paw Patrol toys in here, and these are actually, our foster son loves Paw Patrol, but these are new toys that he never got to play with. And so instead of getting them out for him to play with, it will kind of be like a fun new surprise for him to have these Paw Patrol toys, which he will love. Our foster son also has a birthday coming up in a few days, and so I'll have a whole another box of toys that I'll have to pack from all the stuff that he's getting for his birthday. Here's some of these little computer things, these Leapfrog tablet things. He got this. My adopted son has one as well, and they fought over it all the time, so I bought a second one. So he has his to go with. We have some puzzles in here because he loves puzzles. He loves doing puzzles. So we just picked out some of our wooden puzzles for him to do. He has this book in this Disney character book in here as well. So those are just some of the toys that we are sending with him. Like I said, he has a birthday coming up, and so he will have a whole bunch of other toys and things to send with. This box here is his box of things that he came into care with. So there are some random pieces of items of clothing in here. There is a Halloween costume, I think, from last year that was actually given to us by his grandparents. He has a winter coat in here that doesn't fit him anymore. A teddy bear. He has another blanket in here too that he came with that he didn't really seem to care much about. Basically, those were his things that he came to our home with, and so I just packaged them all back up in this box. So we currently, right now, our adopted son turned 3 one day after the preschool cutoff. So right now, I am homeschooling him, doing a year of homeschool preschool with him, and then next year he will go to 3-year-old preschool. And basically, everything that I've been doing with our adopted son, I am doing with our foster kiddo, because since they're about the same age. So he has tons of art projects that we have worked on, and things that we have done about various different topics. He has different letter projects that we've done. We have some fall activities that we've done. So he also has a whole entire folder full of art projects and things that we have done, and all of those things will go with him as well. Can't really show you too much of it because most of it has his name written on it, or we have a wall where everything hangs, and it also has our kids' names, and just for privacy I don't really want to show those kinds of things, but he will have a huge folder full of art projects and different things that he's done and projects that he's worked on while he's been here. And so that will be exciting for him, that he will have a lot of this stuff to take with him.
So to quick wrap up, outside of all of those things, some things that I have added, I did end up using that extra duffel bag to put all of our older foster kids' stuffies in because he has a ton of stuffies. He loves stuffies. Each of the kids have out their clothes for the remaining 2 to 3 days that they're going to be here. And otherwise, all of their other clothes are packed, minus what's in the laundry. At this point, probably their clothes from today and tomorrow, including their PJs, I will probably just put in a grocery bag and just let them know when they go that those are clothes that haven't been cleaned yet. We have a really busy couple days getting everything ready to go and all packed up for the finalist stuff, and I'd rather just spend time with the kids, and so I am not going to wash anything after today. Today will be the last that I do any of their laundry, and then like I said, I'll just put it in a plastic bag, let them know that it was from the last couple days, and they just haven't been washed yet. Basically, I don't want to spend all of my time the last couple days cleaning the house and doing laundry and all of those types of things. I want to just play with the kids, spend time with them, and make some memorable moments for the last little bit of time that they're here. So I have that stuff left. I have packed up all of the bedding that was in the laundry, and everything else. Other things that I have left to do before they go, I do need to take all of the artwork off of our art wall. I haven't done that yet just because I don't want him to feel like left out because he doesn't have art things on the wall. He is going to be with a babysitter for a little while on Wednesday before he leaves because our adopted son has his speech therapy and his OT therapy. So I'm going to have a little bit of time before I go and pick him up that I'm just going to take the rest of those things down. And then actually after I pick him up, we probably won't come back to the house. None of his things will be here anymore. Everything will be in the car and ready to go. We will either go to the park for a little while if it's not too cold, or we'll go have lunch together, a late lunch together or something like that, because then we have to pick my stepson up from school. So I don't anticipate him coming back here after he goes to the babysitter on Wednesday for a little while. So that's when I will finish packing up the rest of his things. The baby is leaving very early on Wednesday morning. She is going to be picked up around 7:30. So I will have all of her stuff packed up the night before so that she's ready to go, minus the clothes that she's going to wear on Wednesday and the remaining food that I need to feed her for breakfast. Otherwise, for her, all I have left to pack up is her food and the last bit of clothes that I have. I found some random things lying around that were hers, like some books, a musical owl, those types of things, and I tossed all that stuff in the bag. I've gone through all of our toys everywhere in the house and found all of the kids' stuff that I can find that's theirs, and have packed all of that stuff up. We had a birthday party this last weekend for the little boy. He turned 3 on Saturday. He was actually with a family member on his birthday, but then came back to our home yesterday, which was Sunday, and we had a birthday party for him, and that was a lot of fun. We had some of his favorite foods. We had cake. He had presents to open, which he loved. And he played with quite a few of his presents when he opened them. And then we kind of just put them all back in the bags that they came in. And then right now, he hasn't asked about them when he came home last night. So they're still all packed away. I'm hoping maybe we can make it through the next couple days without having to get them all out. Of course, if he asks for them, we'll get them out so he can play with them. But we have some other toys that we have gotten out because I rotated all of the toys and got new toys out in this weekend while he was gone. And so there's kind of all those new toys for him to play with that he hasn't seen in a while. I think that's about all that I'm packing for the kids. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but the other family members of the little boy sent a whole bunch of stuff here for us to use for him, and we just never really used it. I kind of looked through the box a little bit, but then the stuff was here for maybe 2 or 3 days when they started talking about moving the kids, and so I didn't want to unpack all of it just to pack it all up. And he didn't really ask about it. He didn't really know what was in any of those boxes. So that stuff is all still together. That stuff will go with him. They sent his bicycle over here for him to use, and we did use that a few times when we were outside, but that's going to go with him as well. The family member that he's going to lives pretty close by to us, and so this evening after dinner, I think, I'm going to take a whole bunch of his stuff over there so that it's less that has to go on Wednesday. Also, I don't think I could fit all of his stuff into my vehicle and all of the kids on Wednesday. So I'm going to take a lot of stuff over there later tonight. But like I said, for the rest of our day, we're just going to spend our day playing and having fun and having a great time and just enjoying our last few days together and having some meaningful memories made. Hope you guys enjoy this video. I don't know when I'm going to get a next video out. I'm going to try on Wednesday and Thursday to kind of capture how I'm feeling as the kids leave and when they're gone, just to kind of talk about how we process the kids leaving and all of those types of things. I don't know if I will have time to get that video edited and up before we go on vacation. We leave for vacation on Friday. I haven't packed anything for vacation really yet, except for the boys' clothes. Only because my stepson does not know that we're going on vacation. He doesn't know that we're going to be gone all week. He thinks we're just going to my aunt's house to spend the weekend with them. And I honestly don't even know if he realizes that that's what's happening when he comes back from his mom's house on Friday. So I haven't been able to pack much of that stuff just because he was here all week, and the beginning of this week we're devoting to our kiddos before they leave, and so I have a lot of packing I need to do for next week, and I've never flown with our kids before, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get all of their stuff packed. Our adopted kiddo is kind of needy sometimes, and so he has a lot of things that he needs packed to keep him comfortable and happy while we're away from home. So, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to get that video edited before we go on vacation. I'm going to try really hard, but I am going to capture the moments that I can as the kids are leaving, and kind of my emotions and how I'm processing that, and then I will keep updating you guys as time goes by on how I'm feeling and processing their departure, and as well as keeping you updated on any future placements we may be getting or future phone calls about placements, or usually when we don't have kiddos here we do a lot of respite, and all of those types of things. If you guys have ideas of videos you want to see, it can be pertaining to foster care, not pertaining to foster care, more information about foster care, just let me know and I will do my best. Thanks everyone. See you later. Bye.